I just want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Amazon, so go ahead and click on the links in the description, both the Audible one and the Amazon one, as that support will help me afford to do more expensive trade ups and more videos like this in the future. Hey guys, Exxon here, and welcome back to another quick video. Now this video is going to go over how you can find your own profitable trade ups, since obviously I'm not going to be publishing a video for every single profitable trade up. So if you just follow the websites, the link to both will be in the description. And yeah, you can just follow along on both of them. I recommend playing with TradeUp Ninja a little bit, mess with the settings, mess around and see if you can figure out how to find stuff that you can find. Right, so as you can see here, we have TradeUp.ninja pulled up, and you could search by like any rarities, classified, restricted, mil spec, your industrial grade, and finally your consumer grade. So yeah, you can search for any single rarity trade up, like if you want to do blues, pinks, stat track, non-stat track, and it's just going to take some messing with the settings. Like difficulty here is going to involve your float, so like lower difficulty, you're going to have very low floats like 003, factory news, stuff like that. But yeah, you're going to have to mess with these settings here, play around with them a bit to find something that works for you. Let me just search one up here real quick. So we're going to look for as you can see here, we're just going to do a quick search for classifieds. There's nothing here. So a good way to find stuff when you have nothing is to just turn StatTrack on and try again. Now you can see, now that we searched with StatTrack, you've got one for the M4 print stream. You've got some for the player 2. And yeah, let me just find a couple here and scroll through here real quick. And I will be right back. Alright, so right here I found one with the Mag 7 Justice. So now I'm just going to head on over to TradeUp Spy. TradeUp Spy, another great website. It's the one I showed in the little entry card while talking earlier. They provide to you guaranteed profit trade ups on the front page that you can look at, and you can see here this one has a pretty good profitability, not too bad of floats, and you're guaranteed to make like roughly 75 cents per trade up. But yeah, if you just go to their little calculator, I don't know if you ever used this before, but you can select rarity, stat track, if you want to have Steam fees or not. And yeah, you just put in the skins that you want and the level. So I'm going to do classified here and search up the Mag 7 Justice. Oh, yeah, we need stat track. Mag 7 Justice, and it's going to be well worn. Yep, well worn with a 0.4325 float. So we're going to go ahead and type that in, and that's actually a very achievable float. That's above the average point, so you'll see like more than half of them you'll find on Steam Market will have that float. And yeah, as you can see here, StatTrack Field Tested Player 2 is worth about $55 on Steam. So after fees, you're going to profit $16, 50% of the time. And because the profit when you win is higher than the loss when you lose, as you can see here, if we simulate some trade ups, you can see the profit realistically most likely will go up. Now because this is a 50-50, sometimes it will dip into the negative, you'll see, but here this one peaks at over $500, almost $600. And yeah, you can see on average they're all peaking at a couple hundred. Just click through this a couple more times. You can see this one almost 500 as well. And yeah, you can see right here, if you select your outcome, it will track your stats. Now, if you go up here to the tracker, you can see trade ups that you have saved. So like I have quite a few saved. I usually save YOLO trade ups, but I have a couple of guaranteed profit ones in here. AK Slate, other stuff. And then if you go into stats and then trade ups, you can see all the previous trade ups that you've done. Now, I haven't submitted all of mine. I haven't been using this website for that long. So it's missing like my blue phosphor trade up and my op graphite trade up, which were some of the first I ever did. But once I started putting them in, as you can see here, I've had a couple hits, the P250 whiteout, my super low flow midnight storm. But yeah, you can see you put stuff into the stats and you can track it. Now here we got the CSGO inventory part. Now let me just refresh. There we go. And as you can see here, it shows your inventory. You can pull up the float by just clicking fetch float or load all floats at the bottom, and that will bring up the float of everything. And you can see here there are a lot of sorting options. You can click and select like stat track and non-stat track. You can sort through here by like float, rarity, all sorts of stuff. You can't see the drop-down menu, but there's all sorts of options like date, newest first, the price, most or least expensive, all sorts of various sorting options. And then we will get to the filters. Now you can turn off non-stat track, you can turn off stat track, you can sort by any sort of rarity, so consumer, industrial, covert, restricted, and classified. And on top of that, you can also sort by the wear pattern. So yeah, let me just put these in here to simulate something. So if I were to do these 10 trade-ups real quick, or one trade-up with these 10 skins, you can see my input. And then these are all the possible outputs with their values and their odds all calculated out for you. Alright, so yeah, that should just about wrap up how you can find profitable trade-ups, using TradeUp Spy and TradeUp Ninja. And when you want to pick up skins, I usually use Skinport and the Steam Market. Steam Market can be really good for finding stuff for older collections because it won't really be on Skinport. But if you need like very low floats, you can go on Skinport and sort by float. That's what I usually do. And you can usually pick them up for like $1 overpay per skin, so it's not too bad. And yeah, that should just about do it. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.